Friends, this is the story of a boy who falls in love with his school teacher. And to what extent he goes to win over his teacher, we will see in today's story. The story begins by showing a school teacher named Lana, who was a married woman. She had a daughter named Rasha. At the school where Lana taught, there was a handsome but mischievous boy named Benny, who only watched her while she taught in class, as if he had fallen in love with her. Seeing this, Lana also becomes attracted to him. She couldn't figure out how to deal with Benny because he was just her student. Sometimes Benny would get so close to Lana that it became very difficult for Lana to control herself. Therefore, Lana was willing to do anything to avoid his attraction. She tries to stay as far away from him as possible. One day, Lana arrives in class in the morning, distributes test papers to all her students, and after giving them instructions, tells them to start writing. Then she notices that Benny is not writing anything on the paper and is just staring at her. Ignoring him, Lana starts looking the other way. After class, she goes to pick up her daughter Rasha from school. Rasha hugs her and says that school was very boring. Lana starts laughing at this, then she puts Rasha in the car, and at that moment she notices Benny walking his dog. After watching Benny for a while, she drives the car away. The next day, one of Lana's students, Jeremy, gives a presentation in class. Suddenly, Lana's eyes on two girls who were laughing while watching a movie on the phone. Lana warns them to put the phone in their bag, but when they don't listen, Lana asks for their phone and says she'll return it after class. In response, a girl named Valerie hands over the phone and calls Lana a nasty witch, which makes the rest of the class laugh. Lana tells the girl that she will complain about her to the school authority. When Lana was having tea during break time, just then, she suddenly notices Benny, who was bothering Valerie. Benny takes everything out of Valerie's bag and throws it out. Not only that, he also throws down her bicycle and damages it. After this incident, Lana is sitting in the staff room talking with another teacher about Benny. She tells her what she thinks about Benny and how Benny reacts. She wanted to get that teacher's opinion, but the teacher becomes confused and doesn't know what advice to give. Then Lana tells her not to worry. The next day after class, Lana tells Benny that she wants to talk to him. She takes him to an empty classroom and asks him to sit. After checking in on him, she asks if he is enjoying school or not. But Benny doesn't respond to anything she says and instead asks Lana what she wants from him. Lana tells him that she cares about him and also says that he shouldn't have behaved badly with the girl from his class. Then, explaining to him, she places her hand on his knee and says if he needs any help, he should let her know. But Benny looks at her hand and starts smiling, so she immediately removes her hand. Benny says he doesn't think she really wants to help him. Lana says she is concerned about his future because he failed the last test. Hearing Lana, Benny starts laughing and says, instead of talking nonsense, tell the truth about what she wants from him. Lana can't think of an answer, so she makes an excuse of a meeting and leaves from there. But before leaving, she tells Benny to consider what she was saying. The next morning, after running, she stops by a lake to catch her breath. The scene shifts and after class, she sees Benny's bag lying on the ground. She looks around to check if anyone is watching her. Then she takes Benny's sweater out of his bag, sniffs it, and puts it back. Hearing the door open, she goes into the washroom and bends down to drink water from the tap. As she stands up, she sees Benny in front of her and becomes nervous. Benny grabs her left brace and removes her hand. But Benny, smiling, places the same hand again and moves forward to kiss her on the neck. She gets lost in his arms, but immediately coming to her senses, she stops him and says that this should not happen between them again and threatens him that she can even get him expelled from school for this. She tells Benny that he is playing with fire, and as soon as she turns to leave, Benny shouts that she wants to do all this. But Lana says that she cannot love any of her students. The next day, in the school hallway, Benny tells Lana that he's from the class. Goes to see that the side mirror of her car was broken. and there were scratches on her car. Then she sits in the car to go pick up Rasha from her school where she was sitting bored. The scene shifts and we see Lana gardening at her home. Her husband Ward asks her how her car got scratched and she says she hit a lamppost. Ward asks her how such scratches can happen from a lamppost. So she says that sometimes this happens. Then he tells Lana that her tea is getting cold and leaves from there. The next day, Lana tells her students in class to write a letter for an internship and asks everyone if anyone has any questions. At this, Benny raises his hand and asks her if she wants to quit her job at the school because he saw her going to the headmaster. The whole class starts laughing at his remark. Then Lana says she will report him to the headmaster. Benny responds that Lana likes to suck up to the headmaster. Hearing this, Lana gets angry and throws his bag out of the classroom, telling him to either leave the class or she will leave herself. Meanwhile, a boy throws a duster towards the board which nearly hits Lana. Seeing this, Lana leaves the class and the students start cheering. The next day, while Lana is tutoring Rasha at home, her phone keeps ringing repeatedly. But whenever Lana picks up the phone, no one speaks from the other side. The next day when Lana goes to school, she gets scared seeing Benny sitting alone in the class before time and goes to tell the school receptionist that she is not feeling well. After this, she goes home. At night, while making dinner, Ward asks her how her day was. So she lies that she was teaching at school all day and checking her students' exam papers. The next day, after dropping Resha off at school, she doesn't go to work and stops by a riverbank to eat an apple. Then she goes to a museum and looks at paintings for a while. Suddenly, she notices Benny. Seeing him there, she gets anxious and tries to leave quickly, but in the lift she meets Benny. Benny tells Lana that he was missing her, so he wanted to go to school. Then he moves forward to touch her bosom. Lana, also out of control, tries to kiss him twice, but Benny stops her and starts running his fingers over her body. That night, Lana keeps having bad dreams that her family has gone away from her, and she wakes up startled. The next day, she sneaks into the school's administrator's office and steals exam papers. And when all the students go to the cafeteria for lunch, she puts the papers in Benny's coat to frame him. The next day, while sitting in the break room talking to other teachers, Lana sees some security personnel taking Benny away. Friends, before moving ahead, I request you to please subscribe to our Fox Explainer Hindi channel if you are enjoying our video so that you keep getting such amazing videos. Now, Benny is expelled from school on the charge of stealing exam papers. After he leaves, Lana starts missing him and remembers the moments spent with him. One day, Lana and Asha go to a bookstore. Rasha wanted to buy a book to give to her friend Kim. But upon reaching there, Rasha insists on getting a stuffed animal made of cloth and Lana refuses her. After a little while, Rasha disappears somewhere. Lana starts looking for her, and after searching for 45 minutes without finding her, Lana asks the security to show the CCTV footage. Mai hiya peep ya pansi. In the CCTV footage, she sees that Benny was following them. Then she panics when she sees Rasha leaving the store. But at that moment, she gets a call from Ward saying that Rasha is at home with him. On hearing this, Lana becomes happy and apologizes to the security personnel before going home. That night, while her family is asleep, she repeatedly hears a knock on the door, which is just her imagination. When she goes outside and shouts, the sound stops. Then she locks the door and imagines being intimate with Benny. The entire night passes like this, and in the morning, Ward's arrival breaks her dream. Ward and Lana hug each other, and after that, Lana drives her car to Benny's house. She parks her car a little distance away and waits for Benny, and when she sees him approaching on his scooter, Lana follows him. Chasing, she reaches a deserted place. And upon reaching there,